there are three formats of your graph. Y equal mx plus c kiyanne lamai, this is a straight line graph, where here m is called as your gradient and c is called as your intercept. Intercept kiyanne the point where it is cutting the y-axis. This is what is my y-axis. The graph is cutting the y-axis. That is what I call as intercept, and I'll be doing this at the short question point. Okay, I'll be elaborating the theory behind this, so nothing to worry about this. This is not under our coverage today. These are the two things which I need. Y equal ax squared plus c. This is a parabola. Parabola kiyanne a graph. Parabola kiyanne a graph where you have your minimum and your maximum values. That means it's like a curve. U-turn එකක් වගේ. U කියලා තියෙනවා. So here, when I divide this graph, guys, look at the board. When I divide this graph will be divisible by two equal halves from the y-axis itself. Y-axis kiyanne may portion is equals to this portion here. And when I take this graph, this portion out here is equals to this portion out here. That means in your grade 10 always you study what? Graph which is moving here and there on the y-axis itself. Your turning point will always be on your y-axis. When you come into grade level, the scenario is a totally different one, where you have your graph which is moving away from the y-axis. You have your graph which is moving away from your y-axis. That means in your grade 10, you study graphs such as like this, which is not moving here and there. It is moving straight away from the y-axis. Metana, it is moving away from the y-axis. Metana away andat puluwan. Y-axis wala move andat puluwan, but the scenario is totally different. Then these are very simple stuffs. First thing, you need to study how to draw the graph without any errors. This is the most important part, because all the students take the graph paper, you draw the graph, but there are errors where we can cut marks. At least under 3 marks anivareng. Sometimes most of the students take 1 marks or 2 marks. 3 marks වලට යන්නෙම නැහැ කවුරු. එතකොට මේක අද වැරදි ටික හදා ගන්න ඕනේ. Because of that only I said everyone to bring your graph papers. What the graph papers? සූඩාකාද ආයාලා අම්මට දාලා කේටුකොළුවා ඉන්නේ. சொல்லவே இல்ல நீ லாஸ்ட் வீக் என்ன செஞ்ச? குரூப்ல நான் மெசேஜ் போடணுமா எல்லாத்துக்கும்? நான் கேக்குறேன்னா. நம்ம பபா தான் இன்னும் අර படிச்சව නේද? අර படிச்ச කතා කදිකාදීங்க. Okay, online students, get ready with your graph papers. Hopefully you have your graph papers කියලා මම හිතන්නේ. நான் லூஸ் விட்டேன்னா தலைக்கு மேல ஏற பாக்குறேன். வந்திக்கிறேன். Hurry. Turn to page number. Okay. Turn to page number 28 and take your writing book. Take your writing book. Y is equals to x squared minus 4x minus 1. Hurry. The table is given to you. The table is given to you. Quickly draw the table. Okay, quickly. Quickly draw this in the writing book. Don't write the question number. Write the topic as drawing the graph. Drawing the graph. Please don't draw the graph. Just write the equation. Jot down the table quickly.
Sir. Sir.
Done. Online students, once you are done, give me a thumbs up. And guys, I think this is not make a reflect on. This is x squared, na? Make x squared. I'm palyaliyan, y equal x squared. What did I give? X squared minus 4x minus. Hurry. Now everyone look at the board. Now the first mistake that you do is metana here they have not given this. They have not given this and they have not given this also. In the exam, they will be giving one empty space and asking you the value. Here, mang product mang shape again karaganna, mula explain karaganna. 3 places you need to find the answers. Now you need to find the answer for y when x is equal to how much? Minus 1, not 1, minus 1. So I'm writing when x is equal to minus 1. Look at the board. What is the equation? Y is equals to x is equals to what? Minus 1 whole thing squared minus 4. What is the value of x? Minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. And then I have another minus 1. Now don't confuse. Minus 1 whole thing squared. What is the answer? Minus 1 whole thing squared. What is the answer? Plus 1 no minus 1? Minus 1. 1 squared, what is the meaning of this? 1 into 1. So 1 into 1 is answer is what? 1. Minus 1 whole thing square. What is the answer? Minus 1 into minus 1. 1 into 1? 1. Minus into minus? So the answer is not minus 1, it is plus 1. 4 into 1? 4. Minus into minus? Plus. And then I have a minus 1 here. Plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled off. What is my answer? 4 is my answer. Didn't I get that 4 there? Yes. Metana, I'm finding out, guys. Look at the board. I'm finding out the value of x when x is equal to y when x is equal to 0. Y is equals to x squared minus 4x minus 1. What is the value of x? 0, 0 square. Minus 4 into 0 minus 1. 0 square, what is answer? 0. 4 into 0, what is answer? Minus 0. Minus 1. 0 minus 0? 0. 0 minus 0 minus 1? Minus 1. 0 into something only 0. 0 minus 1, what is answer? Minus 1. Didn't I get that minus 1 here? Yes. Then මෙතන හොයාගන්න ඕනේ when x is equals to what? 2. When x is equals to 2, y is equals to 2 squared minus 4 into 2 minus 1. 4 squared is 2 squared is what? 4. 4 into 2 is what? 8. Minus into plus is minus. Here I have minus 1. 4 minus 8, what is the answer? 4 minus 8 minus 4 minus 4 minus 1 minus 8 grade 8 class la 8 නිපාටනම් පා අඟුල මේක දන්නේ නැත්නම් වැඩක් නැහැ බං උඹලා හරි 2 square what is answer 4 4 into 8 sorry 4 into 2 8 minus into plus minus and minus 1. I'm subtracting two different signs. Take the largest sign. Largest what number is what? 8. Smallest is what? Subtract it from that. What is the answer? 4 is the answer. What is the sign of the largest number? Minus 4. So answer is minus 4. Here I have minus 1. Same sign getting subtracted in the sense addition. 4 plus 1. What is the sign? Plus illa minus into minus illa. This is subtraction. What is the answer? Minus 5. දැන් මේක තමයි තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ. ඔව් කියේ මොගලන් කියනවා plus 5 කියලා. coordinates ටික plot කරන්නකොට කොහොමද එන්නේ? ඉපිඩි වරුම් ෂුවර් ඉපිඩි තනේ. ෂුවර් coordinates වරන ඉපිඩි තනේ. Then only your graph will be like a graph. What will happen you know? Now your graph is like this. ඉපිඩි තන graph. Done. Hurry. Now I need to draw the graph. This is what I wanted to come into. ළමයි දැන් තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන් මේක වැරද්දක් කරා නම් this is that. And listen to me very carefully. Sometimes if they ask you this, you are lucky enough. You can check your answer what you get and is that answer correct ද කියලා පොඩි trick එකක ඔයගොල්ලන් check කරගන්න පුළුවන්. This is what is called as your symmetrical method. බලන්න I'm drawing a line here. පොඩි line එකක් දැම්මා. minus 4 minus 4 minus 1 I should get minus 1 here. 4 and 4 AQA, surely what should be here? Minus 1 should be here. ඔයගොල්ලන් calculate කරලා එනකොට එතන minus 1 එන්න ඕන. දැන් මෙතන plus 5 because minus minus 5 here. Minus 5 I write it. I write minus 5 here. But if they ask you this, ඔයගොල්ලන් calculate කරලා එන final answer එක මේ symmetrical method එකත් එක්ක check කරගන්න පුළුවන්. 4 and minus 4 and minus 4 minus 1 and minus 1 4 and 4 කියලා කිව්වනම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ දෙක check කරගන්න පුළුවන්. When you do some few questions I'll explain you how to do this. හරි. Coming into planning the graph. මේක තමයි මාරම අමාරු දෙය. දැන් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? They will give you, they will say invigilators when they come to the exams they will say what? ළමයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට graph paper කීයක් ඕනේද කියලා කියන්න මම දෙන්නම් කියලා කියනවා. Okay? now ඔයගොල්ලන් මොකද කරන්නේ? graph paper එක ගන්නවා initially. It is about என்ன செய்றே? இதான் உங்களோட graph paper. මැද්දෙන් line එකක් දානවා, you mark it as y axis. හරියට මැද්දෙන් line එකක් දානවා, you mark this as your x axis. And මෙතන 0 දානවා. Why? If I don't mark y 0 and x, marks won't be given කියලා දාන්න. හරි. කැලේ marks ඔන්න මිල්ල ඉපිඩි වරන් දැන් coordinates ටික plot කරනවා. One coordinate here, another coordinate here, another coordinate here, another coordinate here. Luckily you got it here. It didn't go out of the paper. Luckily you got it here. Next coordinate here. அடுத்த கோஆர்டினேட்டுக்கு you need -5 x க்கு -5 කියන 4 මුට්ටෙන් දැලෙවි. sorry +4 ඕනේ. 4 විතරක් ලියලා තියෙන්නේ. අන්න හරි. පේපර් එකට එළියට ඩොට් එකක් දැම්මා. තව ඩොට් එකක් මෙතන දාන්න. දැන් කනෙක්ට් කරන්න. graph එක ලස්සනට කනෙක්ට් කරන්න. if you can't, what you do is take a extra graph paper පොඩි ගම් එකක් දාලා මෙතන attach කරන්න. attach කරලා මේ axis එක පොඩ්ඩක් ruler වෙච්ච අපිට නීට් නීටි පොට්ට මෙතන 4 නේ. මෙතන 5 6 කියලා දාලා ඊට පස්සේ draw කරා නම් surely you will get the graph. But no marks will be given if the plan is not done. This is what is very important. Why? Again I'm saying O level is competitive because you need to finish off your part 2 paper in 180 minutes of time. Within 180 minutes you will have to do how many questions? How many questions? 10 questions. For one question, how many minutes you have? 18 minutes. 18 minutes ඇතුළේදී ඔයගොල්ලන් ඔක්කොම කරන්නත් ඕන. Now the problem is when you take graph හදිස්සියෙන් කරන්න බෑ. ඇයි? ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ line එක පොඩ්ඩක් එහෙට මෙහෙට ගියා නම් no marks will be given. So you will have to spend around 20 to 25 minutes in a graph question. Why? You need to do it first question ne. පොඩ්ඩක් அந்த நிதானமா செய்யணும் என்றுவாங்க. நிதானமா செய்யணும், then only you will get that confidence. ටග්ගාලා කරගෙන ගියා නම් if you break down your confidence in your part A, part 2 එකේ part A එකේම confidence එක කඩාගත්තා නම් part B ෂුවර 100%. ඒ confidence එක build කරගන්නවා. confidence එක build කරගන්න මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? percentage like topics, graph like topics, equations like topics. You will have to spend around 20 minutes there. 20 minutes කියන්නේ 1 2 3 4. 2 into 4 you are taking 8 minutes. Roughly let's say you are taking 10 minutes of time. එතන ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. You are taking 10 minutes from another question. Another question එකෙන් ගන්නවා. balance 8 minutes තමයි තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මේ වගේ තමයි balance කරගන්න කියන්නේ. There is a lesson called set where you can finish off in 5 minutes of time if you are good at theory. There is a lesson called equations. Equation is a මේ මොකද්ද? Simultaneous equation. If you build down the equation, it will take around 3 to 4 minutes to build down. Solve කරා නම් ටක් ගාලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඊට පස්සේ volume. Everyone thinks volume is difficult. Volume is the easiest question that you can ever do in the paper. මං කියනවා, you think sir is saying because sir knows everything කියලා. Volume is one of the easiest question that everyone can do. ඔයගොල්ලන් practically හිතන්නේ. You guys doesn't have practical knowledge. ඔක්කොම theoretical හිතලා volume question එක දුන්නාම volume question නොර්ජයි Chinese පඩම් මොන්න පාකර මාරි Chinese letter சீக்கிரமா இத எல்லாம் விளங்கு. ஒண்ணுமே விளங்குது இல்ல. வாசிக்க சார் என்னமோ கியூப் என்றான், கியூபாய்டு என்றான், the sphere என்றான், sphere ரெண்டுக்கா வெட்டி என்றான், மூணுக்கா வெட்டி என்றான். ஏன் practice இல்ல. If you don't have the practice, this cannot be done. මේක කරන්න බෑ. Volume question එකක්, there is no any theories behind it. No theory at all. ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ questions වලින්. Questions වලින් ඔයගොල්ලන් ඉගෙන ගන්න. I don't know how many of you do your past papers. දැන් මට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ, I don't want to bring down the arithmetic progression paper at all. I'm getting annoyed. Why? Arithmetic progression was done as a seminar. Again it was done in the grade 10 class. Again it was done in the recap. And still getting 4 marks, 3 marks, 1 marks in the paper, in the sense, out of 10, I'm getting pissed off. Today I don't want to do the class at all. I don't have. Today මට energy මන් නැහැ. ඇත්තටම නැහැ. Why? Every day I come out with this stress එක තමයි. මේ stress එක හැමදාම මට තියෙනවා. But අද මට class එක කරන්න මට හිත දෙන්නේ. Why? Doing all these shit for you guys. I work so hard just because of this badge. Why? This badge is the worst badge I have got in terms of not behavior. Yes, behavior, of course, this class annattara, but I have got way worse badges than this in terms of behavior. But still, boys la ගණ්ඩ ගියා නම් මෙතනත් ගණ්ඩ දෙයක් නැහැ, එතනත් ගණ්ඩ දෙයක් නැහැ, කොයිවත් ගණ්ඩ දෙයක් නැහැ. උණ්ඩුගම ලයි කියලා සෙට් වුණා නම් ඇඩචි. හැබැයි කට තියෙනවා, ලොකුවට කට තියෙනවා, ඔක්කොමඩ තියෙනවා. எல்லாத்துக்கும் போடேலும், வாய் போடேலும், தேவைக்கில்லாத பேச்செல்லாம் பேசேலும், தேவைக்கில்லாத வேலையெல்லாம் செய்யேலும். You guys don't think that when you laugh and all what is behind that කියලා මට දන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ මං ඒජ් එක පාස් කරලා තමයි මමත් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන් නිකන් hina වෙනකොටත් දන්නවා මං මොකටද hina වෙන්නේ කියලාත් මට දන්නවා ඒක. මං ඕපන්ලි කියන්න ඕනේ නැහනේ. මටත් මේක ෂට් කරගෙන හිටියා නම් මටත් හොඳයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ටත් හොඳයි. එතකොට අද්ද නොකර ක්ලාස් එකට ආවද ඉගෙන ගත්තද ගෙදරට ගියාද කියලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙතනට එනවා දාන්නේ මොකද්ද? අන්න දානවා ජෝගිද. බලන්න මේකනේ ජීවිතේ. මේක තමයි ජීවිතේ. ඒ රොන්ඩු මිල්ල. ඉන එක්සෑම් එකත් 98 days more. 98 days more. මෙහෙමයි. In another day, few days I'll be saying recap is over. Yes, almost the recap is over. Main lessons all done. Next week percentage, main lessons, set of main lessons is over. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙන්නේ මට පොඩි lessons ටික කරගෙන යන්න structured එකට මට පොඩ්ඩක් කරගත්තා නම් මේ recap එක ඉවරයි. December recap ඉවරයි. January නිකන් තමයි ඉන්න වෙන්නේ ගෙදර. ඉන්න ගෙදර last movement ඔත්තනුම් වාරල්ල சார் புக்க தூக்கி கொண்டு சார் இது வேலங்கள்ல இதக்கும் படிச்சுதாரா அது வேலங்கள்ல அதக்கும் படிச்சுதாரா மெசேஜ் போட்டா பார்க்கவே மாட்டேன். இப்பவே நான் பார்க்குற லேன் fed up. එයි අහන්නේ කුණු වරප තමයි අහන්නේ. මෙසේජ් එකේ දාලා ඩවුට් එකක් අහන්න කුණු වරප අහනවා. ඇයි මං ඔයගලන්ට දීලා තියෙන ස්පේස් එක. මම බලන්නේ I don't want to become a strict teacher out there. එතන මං strict වෙලා මට වැඩක් නැහැ මට. I can't be that boomer teacher who's there. ඔයගලන් මේ මෙතන ඉඳන් මේ දොරෙන් එළියට ගියාම කේලම් කියගෙන ගිහිල්ලා වැඩක් නැහැ මට. But end of the time I wanted to become a teacher where I'm changing lives here, even though I don't want 100 students, 200 students. This is not my target. If so, I might have got so much of opportunities. මම එක use කරගත්තා නම් මම අද හොඳ vehicle එකක යන්න පුළුවන්. මට හොඳකට අනිත් දේවල් ඔක්කොම කරගෙන ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ජීවිතේ මම හිතලා නැත්තම්. මට ළමයිලා marks ගන්න ඕනේ. ළමයිලා life එකේ දියුණු වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ වලට මම ගොඩක් කරනවා. හැබැයි ඔයගොල්ලන් දෙන return එක මොකද්ද? One, disrespect. පට්ට disrespect එකක් දෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට respect කියන වචනට මේ value එක දන්නේ. You think a teacher, okay, පාට ගෙඩපම ඉවර. මඩ භාෂාවල සෙල්ලම් අපිට දානේ. පාට ගෙඩපම ඉවර. I have also passed your age. බලට වඩා මම දන්නවා මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා. එතකොට ඒක හිතේ තියාගෙන වැඩ කරන්න ඔයගලන්ට මෙතනට එන්න පුළුවන්. ඉගෙන ගන්න එන්න පුළුවන් නම් එන්න. ජෝගි දාන්න එන්න ඕන නම් මගේ ක්ලාස් එකට එන්න එපා. කරුණාකර මගේ ක්ලාස් එකට එන්නම එන්න එපා. එළියට යන්න because this is something I'm doing it with so much of love. මට ඔයගලන්ට ගොඩ යන්න පුළුවන් නම් මෙතනට එන්න. ආසාවක් තියෙනවා නම් එන්න. Otherwise don't come to the class. Please don't come to the class. ඔයගලන්ට ගෙදර ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් එන්න. බොරුවට ඇවිල්ලා මෙතන ටියුට් එක ඇරියා graph ඉන්ඩෙකි படிச்சுதாராரு இன்றைக்கு விளங்கிச்சு. அடுத்த கிழமை இந்த கிழமை இன்னைக்கு புக்கை கூட்டினேன்டா அடுத்த கிழமை இங்கே வந்து புக்கை துற காட்டிலும் தெரியா சார் கிராஃப் பேப்பர் எடுத்து வர சொல்லி ரிமைண்டர் போடல உன்ன மகுரோட்டது வந்தான் ரிமைண்டர் சுபலட் கிராஃப் பேப்பர் அதாங்க இன்னைக்கு ரீகேப் பண்ணி செய்கிறோம் இன்னும் எக்ஸாமுக்கு இன்னும் 98 நாள் தான் ஈக்கி என்னத்துக்கு நான் போடணும் இன்னைக்கு கிராஃப் சார் படிச்சு தராரு அந்த கியூரியாசிட்டி ஒன்று இல்லை இன்னைக்கு அப்துரமான் சார் கிளாஸ் என்ன போனேன்டா பொடிய மக்கள் எல்லாம் வருவாங்க இதுதான் கியூரியாசிட்டி வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்லை இந்த போனேன்னா சார் எப்படி குழப்பேலும் இதா கேளும் இந்த பேச்சு பேசேலும் இதைத்தான் பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு வாரு. இன்றைக்கு என்ன படிக்கணும்னு பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு வாரு. அது ஒண்ணும் இல்லை. இன்றைக்கு கிராஃபிக், இன்றைக்கு கிராஃப் படிக்க போறோம், ரூலர் எடுத்து வரணும், பென்சில் எடுத்து வரணும், ஒண்ணும் இல்லை. இப்ப பேக்குள்ளே கையை போட்டு தேடுற என்ன கிடைக்குதோ கைக்கு எடுக்கிறேன். இப்ப வருது என்ன ஊத்த எல்லாம் வரும் வெளியே. ஆனா பேனா இல்ல, பென்சில் இல்ல மச்சான். பென் உண்டுதாவே, பென்சில் உண்டுதாவே. இங்க நீங்க வந்து கேட்கிறேன். திஸ் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் யுவர் டெடிகேஷன். මේකට තමයි මෙච්චර ඩෙඩිකේෂන් එකක් තිබේ. හැබැයි මේකම මම පාටියක් දානවා කියලා කියමුකෝ. travel පාටියක් දානවා. අම්මා இப்ப போயிட்டு பாக்கடம் hard. Don't you have a shoe at your house? Machan, I don't have a shirt, proper shirt machan. Can you give me a shirt? මේකට preparation, මාර preparation. හැබැයි class එකට එනවා නම් no preparations. ගෙදර හැම්ම ඉන්නවා, ඔය අහවා class එකේ නිකන් ඉගෙන ගත්තා, ඔළුවට ගියාද කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ, ගෙදරට ගියා. වැඩේ මෙච්චරයි. Your parents are working so hard to pay all your fees. Why the hell you are coming here and playing the fool? Okay, play the fool, at least do something in the paper. ඒකත් නැහැ. මම group එකේ දාන්න ඕනේ. group එකේ paper එකක් හදලා යවන්න කියලා දාන්න ඕනේ. මොකද්ද? මම Pringles එකක් දෙන්නම් කියලා දැම්මොත් තමයි answers එන්නේ. නැත්තම් answers එන්නේ. බලට ඕමනාවක්ම නැහැ. Only girls wanted to do that. That's all. Boys, where are the answers? Follow up කරන්න ඕනේ. Can you put me the answers? Follow up කරන්න. එක එක්කෙනාට message දාන්න ඕනේ. Can you please put the answers? Can you please put the answers? පට්ට lame reasons. මොකද්ද? Sir, I'm busy. උඹලා මේ කාලේ උඹලා busy නම් මං මොකද්ද කියන්න ඕනේ? මං busy නම් උඹලට වඩා 1000 times busier. In that also I'm coming and putting a message. Where is my answer in the sense? Where is your answer? Still it didn't receive in the group. Oh, busy. අට කොහොමද මේ message එක කියවන්නකොට? මං මගේ වැඩ ඔක්කොම තියලා මූලට ඇවිල්ලා message ගන්නවා. Sir, busy. Because of that cannot send the answer. Sir, class. Oh, class 24 hours class. බල යනවා. class 24 hours යනවා. parents ලගේ සල්ලි ටික නිකන් යන්නේ නැහැනේ classes. free of class charges කවුරුත් class දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ගන්න. ගිහිල්ලා classes ගිහිල්ලා සල්ලි ගෙවලා 24 hours classes. මොකද්ද ඉස්ලාම්ට classes. මේකට classes, ඒකට classes. ඉස්ලාම්ට paper classes උත් යනවා. I have seen many people. ඉස්ලාම් වලට paper classes. I don't know what the hell is happening. මේකට class, ඒකට class යන්න හොඳ results එකක් ලැබෙයි. එතකොට මට ඇවිල්ලා කියන්න, sir I got this results කියලා. ඔයාලට කිසිම ඕමනාවක් නැත්නම් මටත් ඕමනාවක් නැහැ. මගේ ඩියුටි එක කරා මං ගියා. වැඩේ ඉච්චරයි. Students who wanted to study can study under me. Other than that, please don't spoil my name. Because I know how much of hard work I'm putting inside this. Hurry. Okay guys, look at the board. I'm going to plan the graph. Planning the graph is in this way. Look at the board. First of all, write a X and put a arrow. And then put a Y and put an arrow. Now X. Go to the X column. X row eකට ගියා. X row එකේ බලන්න what is the minimum value I have and what is the maximum value I have. What is the minimum value? -1. -1. 2. What is the maximum value I have? 5. AQA, I don't want to draw the x-axis in a way I have. Now, usually what you will do? You will draw it on the middle. If you draw the malanna, now y-axis draw panninathan, I'm giving space to the x-axis. Yes or no? See, I'm giving space to the x-axis. If I wanted to give space to the y-axis, I need to draw the x-axis. See, mata uda done ata done. So see, positive values done, negative values done කියලා මට positive ඕනේ නම් මං x axis එක පල්ලෙහා ලියුවොත් තමයි I'm giving more room into positive numbers. So x is related to y and y is related to x. Now keep this in your mind. Then ඔයගොල්ලන් අඳිනවා වගේ අඳනනම් this is your x, sorry, this is your y and this is your x. Then බලන්න, you will start off with -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 වෙනකන් දානවා. But until what I need? Only until -1. But here, when you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what will happen, you know? Your graph will be in a smaller scale. Graph paper graph. If you draw like that, sometimes roots you can get the roots wrong. I'll teach you what are roots and all those things. Guys, so please stick into planning the graph. This is the most important thing. None of your school teaches how to plan a graph. I'm 100% sure about this. None of the school teaches how to plan the graph. Plan karaganda, so this will become more easier. Why, you know? I have experience. Again, exam again. Mang grade 11 third term karanna kota, I studied how to plan a graph. No one taught me this. I studied it, so I'm teaching you this. AQA, I always have a habit of drawing the y-axis and the x-axis in the middle. Until grade 11 third term, I did such. I never came across any problems when I was in grade 10. Because grade 10 graphs, because why? It always turns from the x equals 0. Axis of symmetry is x equals 0. AQA, always this turns here. Grade 10 grade 11, I was so lucky. In the first term and the second term paper, I got grade 10 graphs. But I make a workout. Grade 11 I got called grade 11 third term. When I plot down the coordinate is going out of the paper. How shock. I never had, I had some overconfidence in graph. I have never done any more questions. Example, make a baluama. I got pissed off. Why? First question trying in the exam paper in the third term exam where I need to score. I had a curiosity that I need to get the highest marks in Max TLR. First question, the coordinate is going out. Now I'm hell. Mage mind එක මොකද්ද කරන්න කියලා දන්නේ නැහැ. Took the paper, crushed it. Pivot. Madam, I don't have a graph paper. She borrowed one and gave it her. I draw කරා. I was like, මට දන්නේ නැහැ මගේ අතෙන් වැරද්දක් වෙලා කියලා තමයි මං හිතුවේ. Now I'm checking this calculation more than 10 times. Is this wrong? Is this wrong? Hey, එළියට යනවනේ දැන් මට දන්නේ නැහැ experience එක නැහැ. Again බලනවා හරිද මේක හරිද හරි ඔක්කොම හරි. Can't call a friend, Machan, what is the answer you got? -5. Also got -5. Example again, -5. He is also saying -5, but he has drawn the graph perfectly. I also got -5. I cannot draw the graph. Now I had the practice of drawing the graph on the middle. When I saw his paper, he has drawn it little bit away. Then I understood what is my mistake. Then only I came across, after the paper only I came across, I couldn't take 10 out of 10 for this, and I couldn't take the highest marks from Max also because of this. ඒකයි මම ඔයගලන්ට ඉන්සිස්ට් කරලා තියෙන්නේ, plan the graph properly. AQA ළමයි, in your grade 11, a graph such as this can come in this way. O level එකේ අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ වගේ quadratic equation එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. එනකොට ඔයගලන්ගේ graph එක මෙතනට shift වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මේ පැත්තට shift වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට shift වෙන ප්‍රමාණයට ඔය graph එක පුළුවන් තරම්, if you plan the graph will come in the middle. If you don't plan the graph, one side of the graph, कोई हरी graph එකක් draw කරන්නකොට අනිවාර්යෙන් එළියට යනවා. So this is what is the most important. First thing, draw x and draw y. Take the highest value of this 5, lowest value -1. Coming to y. Y के lowest value එක මොකද්ද? -5. Highest value එක මොකද්ද? Then I am going to draw the axis. Now let's say this is your graph paper. This is your graph paper. Now I'm going to draw the axis. Now I said you, if I have the x-axis එකේ මෙච්චර ගානක් මට ඕනේ නම් which axis is impacting that? The opposite. x නම් y. හරි. දැන් මම y axis එක draw කරන්න ඕනේ leaving more room to positive numbers or leaving more room to negative numbers. Positive numbers මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තේ. So I'm drawing the y-axis, leaving a little bit more room to positive numbers. I'm drawing the y-axis and marking it as y. Done. Now looking at this, I need to give almost, not equal, almost equal room to positive numbers and negative numbers, right? මෙතන 4 තියෙනවා, මෙතන -5 තියෙනවා. මෙතන -5 and 5 තිබ්බනම් equal room for positive numbers and negative numbers. But almost same, no? Ayyo. Put your phones on silent. Today my mood is super dull. Online la class record ஆகுது, வாயிலேருந்து என்ன சரி வந்துரும். நான் ஷுவரா இதுக்கு வந்தீக்கும், கேட்ட கேள்விக்கு வந்தீக்கும். ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ்ல ரெக்கார்ட் ஆவர் சொல்லி நான் வரல. I wish I do physical 100% physical and වෙල්ලවත් කරන්න ඕනේ hybrid. Those guys are very quiet කියන්නේ කතා කරන්නේවත් නැහැ. They have the best friends. All 6 there is best friends. කතා කරන්නේම නැහැ. එහෙම්ම ඉන්නවා. මේ hybrid class එක මම change කරන්න ඕනේ හෙට. I'll talk about this මේ online students ඔයගලන් ළඟ කතා කරන්නම්. We'll have to shift this class into Tuesday. හරිද? Are you guys free on Tuesday? Online විතරයි යා, online විතරයි.
No, sir.
Are. Thank you, Zainab. Thank you, Zainab. Zainab, supporting your friends, no? Hurry. Okay. All good. Guys, look at the board. Hurry. Now I need to draw, giving equal room into this, yes or no? But I need to give more room to negative numbers. Why negative kiyanne? I need to leave more room to the bottom part, right? AQA, I'm drawing the x-axis, keeping keeping a little bit more room, because I have only one value higher, no? Little bit more room to negative numbers. I draw my x-axis. Now your planning the graph is done perfect. Now what you do, mark the coordinates perfectly. Ipa kalabalile painting eneki -1, -2, -3 போட வரும். graph வரும், பொட்ட பகுதி வரும். mirror graph ஒன்னு தான் வரும். 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can mark 6, 7. mark කරගන්න. පුළුවන් තරම් mark කරගන්න. -1, -2, -3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. පුළුවන් තරම් mark කරන්න. ஃபுல்லா mark பண்ணுங்க. நடுவுல வைக்க வேணாம். இங்க இன்னைக்கு until 5 no I need, I'm drawing until 5 no I need, I'm drawing until 5 no need 6 කියලා complete කරන්න. fully complete කරලා දාන්න. And when you are taking, take equal gaps. And the most important part, question එකේ කිව්වා නම් take two small boxes, 2 units as one, take 2 square units as 1 unit කියලා කියනවා. AQA, 2 boxes you need to take as what? 1 unit. Sometimes they will say take a suitable scale and draw it. එතකොට ඔයාට 1 unit එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්, 2 units එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි my recommendation, don't take 1. 1 ගත්තා නම් graph will be very small. Take 2 boxes. 2 boxes ගත්තා නම් graph will be a expanded one and you can draw it for sure. Then mark the coordinates. X comma y. Always x comma y. What is the x value? Where is my x-axis? This. -1 කියන්නේ මෙතන. What is the y value? 4. I'm going up. This is my coordinate. Please keep a dot and circle the dot. cross දාන්න එපා. Your schools are teaching you cross දාන්න කියලා cross දාන්න එපා. dot විතරක් තියන්න කිව්වනම් dot උත් තියන්න එපා. Keep a dot and circle it. Why I am saying circle it? Then only the dot will be visible. A dot එක distinguish කරගන්න තමයි මම circle කරන්න කියන්නේ. First one is that. Second one, 0 කියන්නේ I'm not moving anywhere. I'm in 0. Then what? Minus 1 here. Sorry. 0 minus 1 y axis එකේ එන්න ඕනේ. I'm here. Next one. 1 comma minus 4. Where is minus 4? It is here. Mark it. 2 comma minus 5. 2 minus 5. I keep a dot. Mark it here. 3 comma minus 4. 3 comma minus 4. Keep a dot. Mark it here. 4 comma minus 1. 4 comma minus 1. Where is minus 1? It is here. Keep a dot. Mark it here. 5 comma 4. 5 comma 4. It is here. Keep a dot. Mark it here. Then coordinates ඔක්කොම කරලා ඉවරයි. දැන් graph එක අඳින්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් එන්න සීරේ. கை ஆடுது. இப்பதான் கை ஆடும் மாறவிதுக்கு இப்படி இந்த கிழவன்வல் மாதிரி இப்படி ஆட்டி கொண்டு போகுது. இப்போ graph එකෙම எப்படி මේ මෙහෙම තමයි graph එක තියෙන්නේ. இதுக்கு வரையா මේ කියලා. සතමිලා මේ කියලා. මෙවලෝ නේන කෂ්ටපట్ట කෂ්ටතුකුම් වේලද. end credit එක අපිට හම්බෙන්න ඕනේ. මේක වෙච්චර ලස්සනට හඳලා plan කරලා ඔක්කොම කරලා அங்கனைக்கு போனோம்னா அந்த பென்சில் இப்ப புடிக்க கொள்ளதா இவ்வளவு நேரம் பென்சிலை புடிக்க கொள்ள எல்லாம் பெர்ஃபெக்ட் கை ஆடுது இல்ல இப்படி இப்படி எல்லாம் போகுது பசந்தா போகுது இத நிறைய போகலதான் மாற ஷேக் கொண்டு வரும் இப்ப හරි usually boys තේනවා හොඳට මෙන්න girls usually අග්ගාදාන boys ගාද තමයි ෂේක් වෙන්නේ හරිද usually our right hand shakes us a lot හරි look at the board හරි to overcome this problem you will have to use your pen refill ගන්න අප්‍රා pen refill එක හරි guys maybe cringy පොඩි cringy ගතියක් තියෙයි හරි හරි මේක පොඩි cringy ගතියක් තියෙයි ඉන්න සර් ඉන්න පුලේලාට නීන් එනකොට හරිද learn this do it in your final exam and thank me later hari listen to me இப்ப இவ்வளவு நாளா பென்சில் உண்ட பாவிக்கிறதுக்கே பெரிய விஷயம் எக்ஸாமுக்கு போகல புதுசா போயிட்டு ஸ்டேஷனரிஸ் வாங்குவீங்க பென்சில் உண்டு இரேசர் உண்டு ரூலர் உண்டு எல்லாம் புதுசா வாங்கிட்டு வரீங்க இவ்வளவு நாளா வைக்கல எக்ஸாமுக்கு போகல யார்ட்டையும் கேட்கலாவே அவ போயிட்டு புக் ஷாப்ல வாங்குவீங்க ஆனா பென் ரீஃபில் ஒன்று மட்டும் அப்பலேருந்து இப்ப மட்டும் ஒரே பென் ரீஃபில் வை மடிச்சு 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 பென் ரீஃபில் இப்படி இல்ல கேர்வ் ஆயிக்காது பென் ரீஃபில் வந்து ஊசி ஆயி இப்ப இதை எடுத்துக்கொண்டு போய் ஃபைனல் எக்ஸாம் මේක අරන් යන්න එපා අලුතෙන් පෑන බටයක් අරන් යන්න ෆයිනල් එක්සෑම් වල ළමයි we will be providing marks for the straight line here straight line කියන්නේ මෙහෙම straight line එකක් නෙමෙයි the line should be a curve but that line shouldn't have snaky shakes there ලස්සනට ලාවට මෙහෙම තියෙන්න ඕනේ if your curve is like this curve එක යනවා නම් curve එක මෙහෙම එන්න ඕනේ curve එක මෙහෙම තියෙන්න බෑ and we will be looking into this curve that is the most important thing now the biggest problem is you will draw this curve perfectly but recall how you are doing in the exam you had 3 points like this eraser எடுத்து அழிச்சாச்சு ආයිත් dot 3 ආයිත් තියෙනවා අයියෝ අයිබනේ eraser எடுத்து அழிச்சாச்சு இப்ப மேச இப்படி eraser அழிச்சு 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 அங்கன போட்டு போட்டு மேசையை பார்த்தேன்னா மேசையை பார்த்தா நாய் சத்தி எனக்கு மேன் அவளோக்கு eraser எடுத்து தூள் அப்படியே மேசையில அண்ணா ஹாய் ஆயிட் finally after 5 minutes of time some people take 15 minutes also for this 5 minutes of time you will draw your perfect parabola. Wasting your time here. ඒකට වඩා ලේසියෙන් take the pen refill. Then as I'm drawing, මගේ drawing එකේ මගේ dot එක ලොකුයි නිසා මට draw කරන්න බෑ මේකෙන්. හැබැයි ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ dots ටික මාර පොඩි. Then මේක කරන්න ඕනේ ළමයි, take the pencil to the hand which you usually write. මාරු කරගන්න එපා. right hander නම් right hand එකේ pencil එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ, left hand එකේ refill එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. If you are a left hander, it should be the opposite. ගත්තා, refill එක තිබ්බා. My kind advice, இங்கனைக்கு மட்டும் வரையக்குள்ள full force கொடுக்குது. இதுன்னு வரையிரு. full force கொடுத்துக்கொண்டு pencil அந்த tip உடைஞ்சிது. When you are drawing it, pencil graph අඳින්නකොට pencil tip එක sharp තියෙන්න හොඳ නැහැ. bold තියෙන්න ඕනේ. කොහොමද bold කරන්නේ? Sharp the pencil and make sure you use your table to make sure you bold it. පොඩ්ඩක් එහෙ මෙහෙ පොඩ්ඩක් කුරුටු බලියක් ගැව්වා නම් bold වෙනවා. අනිවාර්යෙන් bold වෙනවා. ඒ bold pencil එකෙන් අරන් බටේ තියන්න at the last මෙතන අන්තිම dot එකේ බටේ තියන්න. Keep it like this. Now it is extended. හරිද? හරියට මෙතන dot එකට බටේ set කරාම try to apply some pressure from rest of the two fingers and try to make this parabola. Now take your pencil mildly sharp කර හොඳටම insist කරන්න එපා. sharply මෙතන හරි දැම්ම බලන්න. මගේ parabola එක ready. එතකොට කරේ මෙතනින් මම මේක කරලා දැම්මා. හරි. මෙච්චරයි. මෙතන වෙනකන් extend කරන්න එපා. and මෙතනට වෙනකන් ආවම ඉවරයක් කරන්න. නැත්තම් මේක extend කරා නම් sometimes it will go like this. ලාවට ආවම extend කරලා ඉවරයි. finish. දැන් මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ ළමයි? don't use your rulers. ස්කෝලේ කියලා දෙනවා take your rulers. ruler එක මෙහෙම තියලා මේම shape එකෙන් ගහන්න කියලා. don't do that. shape එකෙන් pencil එක ගත්තා. The next mistake that you do is when you are extending this எப்படி தெரியுமா? අරවාසි මේ කොහොමද දන්නවද? මෙහෙම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ exam එකේ like this only you will have it. This is wrong, completely wrong. What you need to do is ළමයි මෙතන තියෙනවානේ extension එක. When you are starting it, start. Don't stop. At once do it. Finish. මෙතනත් පටන් ගත්තාම ඉවරයක් කරලා දාන්න. Your graph is ready. This is what is your graph. Yes, my graph is not perfect. Hari. Sorry. What am I here? Hari. Can you guys quickly draw this graph? I'll be coming near you and checking how you guys are drawing. Online Lama, is it clear? Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Okay. Quickly draw this graph. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. අනාගතත් පාරංග වාගේ එක පැත්තක් හරි. your left hand side. left hand side එක බලන්න පොඩි ස්ලෝප් කරන්න. Don't copy everything. වාම plan කරගන්න. වාම තනිය තනිය. වාම plan කරන්න. මේක බලලා plan කරන්න. තාස්තාවද පිළිත් plan එක. Guys, when you are writing the exam questions, මේවා කියන්නකොට answer script එක use කරන්න එපා to write the answers to the graph. Make sure you write it behind the graph. Did I remove it now? Yes, remove one. Guys, was I clear for you guys? Then the clear in me. අතන් කතා ගන්නේ ඇහුන්නේ නැද්ද? හරි. මගේ යාළුවෙක්ට උනා මේක. గ్రాఫ్ செஞ்சு గ్రాఫ్ பெர்ஃபெக்ட்டா வரைஞ்சி கிராஃப் பேப்பர் அட்டாச் பண்ணாம ரெக்கார்ட் விடுது கிராஃப் பேப்பர். எக்ஸாம் பேப்பர் சப்மிட் பண்ண வரும். and they will say invigilators will say clean off your lockers and go කියලා. මම අත අරන් මේව ක්‍රෂ් කරලා එනවා. අන්න ඒකට graph paper කයිල එක එංගඩ යනකොට. අපේ මාක් පන්නේ ගොඩකල්ලේ එනකොට good time there was a good invigilator ඩක් ගාලා paper එක අරන් attach කරලා දුන්නා. but there are not invigilators නෑ නෑ paper එක ගත්තා. යන්න කිව්වනම් වැඩේ ඉවරයි. so very careful locker එකේ දාන මේ දේවල් ඔක්කොම යූස් කරගන්න එපා ටේබල් එකේම තියාගන්න එච්චරයි. ගන්න නෑනේ කොයි ස්කෝලේට යන්නේ කියලා දන්නේ නෑනේ. usual table එකේ lockers තියෙනවා. school tables has lockers. lockers කියන්නේ lock කරන lockers නෙමෙයි. shape එකේ මෙහෙ බංකර් ඔයගලගේ පොත් ඔක්කොම බංකර් කරලා යන්නේ. ඒ බෝ. හරි. ගන්න. 8 නෙමෙයි 4 minus 8 නෑ මේක quickly அவனுக்கு செல்லவா நம்ம உங்களுக்கு அடுத்து இருக்கிறவங்க செல்லு வான போட்டி நாளைக்கு உசர வாங்குவாங்க 10 small division that means two boxes to be taken quickly draw it make graphic in graph I have given ample of questions in the tute itself මම ගොඩක් දීලා තියෙනවා ඔක්කොම ඩිස්කස් කරන්න බෑ හැබැයි ඔයගලන් කරගන්න ඕනේ done sir okay fine good Zainab can you send me a photo fingers க்கு மட்டும் simultaneous ஓட quadratic equation இருந்துச்சு அது எங்க செஞ்ச எங்க அது எங்க 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 அனுப்பினீங்க நான் கேட்ட பிறகுதான் அனுப்பினீங்க you need to practice those who are using the pen refill for the first time it will go wrong but when you use it multiple times hariyai this is something which Arun sir taught me Arun sir මට කියලා Arun sir was my max teacher in grade 10 okay Musnad now it is correct Zainab waiting for you Hafsa on to line This is what is my student. Girls. Around 10 girls have messaged me, sir. Group la message போட்டுட்டு இன்னும் paper அனுப்பல. Today my special group එකේ message එකක් දැම්මනේ. Are you ready for the next special paper කියලා දැන් අහනවා message කරලා අහනවා sir where is the paper? ඕගොල්ලන්ට මං මොන හරි වෙන මොන හරි දැම්මම නම් sir එංග sir එංග sir එංග sir. ඒ mindset නෙමෙයි. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ mindset එක. So I'll leave the class a little bit earlier. Okay. Hari, everyone is done. Online students Landu. QA, that's wrong. That's wrong. Now see, when you connect it, what will happen? See, I'm gonna change that thing. What you need to do is இது கொஞ்சம் இங்கே வருது தானே சுட்டி இங்கனால கொஞ்சம் erase பண்ணி இங்கனால இப்படி erase பண்ணினோடனே මෙතනින් pencil එක අරන් slightly එකපාරටම connect කරලා හරි ඉවරයි. Now don't look at this කියන්නේ සින්න slope on සින්න slope on දෙයි but very important is what this මේ slope එක අවුලක් නැහැ. And the next problem guys, when you are drawing the coordinate මෙතන කියමුකෝ මෙතන තිබ්බා මෙහෙම තිබ්බා ඇඳලා මෙතනින් ඉවර කරන්න එපා මේක extend කරන්න එතන මේකෙන් ඉවර කරන්න එපා extend කරන්න கொஞ்சம் ஆட்டம் கூட செல்ல ஃபோன் பாய்க்க வேணும் phone पाई क्या है आंसर तो आएगा sorry and another one, once you are done with the graph, please draw an arrow and write the equation of the graph. What is the equation of the graph that they are given? Minus 4x minus 1. Please write the equation also, putting an arrow. Oh, liyan no, aniwaryeng liyan. Book liya. Any nature of cosine. Natural artificial. What do you mean? Trigonometric. Natural cosine illa vaarana marathala vaaru. Marathala vaaru. Hari. Natural. Hari. Okay. Enough. Okay, guys, look at the board. Now I'm going to address the problems in your Roman number 2, Roman number 3, Roman number 4, Roman number 5. Problems for the next 1 hour I'm going to address. Look at the board very carefully. This is one of the very simplest question in your paper. Halfway graph draw you can go for easy 10 marks, and people who are in a range of W, this lesson is for you. I don't say volume is a lesson for you. Why volume? I know it will be difficult, unable to understand. A graph is something which is not mathematics actually. Mathematics mugut nahi by heart karagi ya liu. So please guys, look at the board very carefully. Hari. Nature of the graph. I have two natures of graph. One graph is called as your minimum graph, and next graph is called as what? Maximum graph. Now I can identify the nature of the graph in two ways. One, using the graph. Another one, without using the graph, that means with only the equation. Now I'm drawing a sample graph like this. From the top, I'm starting off always from my left hand side. Again, I'm saying, guys, look at the board. I'm starting off from my left hand side. Left hand again, I'm going down, touching a minimum point and then coming up. Yes or no? I call this graph as what? Minimum graph. I'm drawing another graph. I'm starting off from my left hand side. I'm going up and touching up a maximum point and then coming down. So I call this as what graph? Maximum graph. Now I said these graphs are in the format what? Ax squared plus bx plus c, or else ax squared plus b. These are my formulas. Now I have x squared. X squared avot tamai parabola enne. X plus 2 kiyala avanang it is a straight line. X squared kiyala avanang tamai parabola. So guys, coefficient of x squared is very important. What do you mean by coefficient of x squared? The number in front of x squared is very important. Make a hurry. Using the graph, you can find the graph. Graph make an. Okay, what is this graph? Minimum graph. What is this graph? Now I'm giving you the graph. Lamai balanna y equal x squared plus 3. They are asking you, is this graph a minimum graph or a maximum graph? என்ன செஞ்சா விளங்கும்? ஈக்குவேஷன் போட்டா செஞ்சு பார்த்தா வரும். செஞ்சு பார்த்தா என்ன வரும்? செஞ்சு பார்த்தா ஆன்சர் வருமா? හරි equation දාලා හරි මේකේ මොකද්ද? මේකේ square. හරි මේකේ nature එක දැනගන්නවා මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? equation போட்டு பெட்டி பெட்டியா போட்டு செஞ்சு graph வரைஞ்ச பிறகு தான் உங்களுக்கு graph equation உங்களுக்கு nature of the graph அதுக்கு எவ்வளோ ஒரே ஒரு மார்க்ஸ் தான் கேட்பாங்க. அதுக்கு நீங்க அவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட போறீங்க. Simply listen to me. மேக்கே coefficient is what? 1. That 1 is positive or negative? If the coefficient of x squared is positive, the graph is a minimum graph. Positive නම් මොකද්ද? Minimum graph. Negative නම් මොකද්ද? Maximum graph. මේක positive නේ? +3. +3 in the sense what? Did I say this number or coefficient? Coefficient is positive නම් මොකද්ද? Minimum graph. Negative නම් you can easily remember it. මේක දැන් පැටලෙනවා. මොකද්ද? Positive. Good side no, good side in the sense maximum. හරියා? Negative. Bad side. Minimum. එහෙම නෙමෙයි. Opposite. Positive නම් minimum graph. Negative නම් maximum graph. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to ask question here each and every individual person. Now y equal minus x squared plus 3. Afra Semi, is this a minimum graph or maximum graph? This is the maximum graph. Is it correct? Yes or no? Sure? Yes. Y equal 3x squared minus 3. Arkam, Semi, what is the nature of this graph? Minimum graph. Why minimum? It is minus here. Minus nam the maximum window. Make coefficient of x squared is what? Positive. So this is a minimum graph. Why? Y equal minus x plus 2 whole thing squared. What is the nature of this graph? What is the nature? I will say it is minimum. I will say what is this? Minimum. Minimum. Why? I said what? It is not the coefficient of x. It is the coefficient of x square. Now I need to find the answer for this. What is the answer for this? Or නිකන් කියන්න බෑ. நீங்க அப்படி வாயை திறந்து டக்கன்னு சென்னேன்னா நீங்க இங்க நான் வந்து படிச்சு தரோம். Minus x plus 2. ஹரி. Then quadratic equation revision. How to expand this? Everyone stop. பெரிய பெரிய வாய்க்கு உங்களுக்கு படிச்சு தந்தேன். போன கிழமை தான் படிச்சு தந்தேன். Go on. எப்படி expand பண்ணுங்க? X squared plus 2x plus 4. Is it correct? Is it correct? No. Okay, Furkan, say me what is the answer for this? X squared minus good 4x superb plus 4 is my answer. This is the correct answer. Right? Minus x whole thing squared කියන්නේ plus x squared නේ. Minus x into minus x minus into minus plus. ඊට පස්සේ මේ දෙක මම multiply කරන්න ඕනේ. X into 2 is 2x. 2x multiplied by 2. 4x. Minus into plus is what? Minus here. And 2 squared is what? 4. Nature of the graph is what? Nature of the graph is what? මෙතන positive. එතකොට මොකද්ද? minimum. මෙතන negative දැනුණාම මට කියන්න බෑ. They won't ask you this kind of questions, but get ready for this also. හරිද? ඔලේ සුට්ටි ඔලේ ස්පෙෂල් එනිය. ස්පෙෂල් එක ඇටි. හරිද? හරි. Now ළමයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අද කරන්න වැඩ අඩුයි. මට තමයි තියෙන්නේ සද්ද නොකර අහගෙන ඉන්න. Every important, I know theory මං කියවන්නකොට it is a bit sleepy. Yes, I know. It's very difficult for me also. For the 4 hours talking කියන්නේ it's not easy. So please look at the board. Every point is very important here. හරි. ළමයි. Nature of the graph done. මේකත් එක්කම තියෙනවා එකක්. Your points and your coordinate of the points. මේකේ තමයි ඔක්කොම වරද්දන්නේ. Try to understand the difference between this and difference between this. Coordinates කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? X, y. Coordinates කියන්නේ you need to have two values. A point කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Only one value. Point කියන්නේ only one value. මෙතන coordinate කියන්නේ two values, x and y value. හරි. Now I am drawing a graph where this graph is turning at -4. What is the nature of this graph? Minimum or maximum? Minimum. Minimum or maximum? கீழ வருது. கீழ வந்து touch பண்ணிட்டு போகுது. Minimum graph. Now I am asking you, what is the minimum point of the graph? It is coming and touching the minimum point as -4, no? -4 is my minimum point. If I ask you, what is my coordinate of the minimum point? Coordinate කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Two values should be there. So have I moved anywhere on my x direction? No, I have moved only on y direction. 0, -4 is my coordinate. Try to understand the difference between this. I කියන්නේ if they ask you coordinate, you will write this. If they ask you points, you will go and write this. So no marks will be given. Your understanding is correct, but no marks is given because of small change. Now I'm asking you guys, what is the minimum point of this graph? 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 This is a maximum graph. Maximum graph doesn't have a minimum point. Minimum graph has a minimum point. Maximum graph has a maximum point. So metana, what is my maximum point? What is my maximum point? 3 or 0,3? 0.3. What is the coordinate of the maximum point? 0,3. Now, I'm drawing another one. Hari. Can you guys say me what is the minimum point of this graph? Abanam. What is the minimum point of this graph? What is the minimum point of this graph? Y එක value එක මොකද්ද? -3. So -3. What is the maximum point of this graph? What is the maximum point of this graph? Mati. Minimum graph එකට maximum point තියනවාද? නෑ. සුම්ම ඉගෙන කී minimum point -3, maximum point 2y. 1 or 2. Additive. Summa additive. If I ask you what is the coordinate of the maximum point? No answer. Coordinate of the minimum point? 2, -3. Is that clear? Yes or no? Yes. Online lemma, is it clear? Either? Yes. Okay, fine. Hari, වැඩේ ඉවරයි. අනිත් එක්කෙනා එන්නම්. මෙයා ලේසිම ලේසි එක්කෙනා. Roots. What do you mean by roots? Cutting point? මොකද්ද cutting point? Cutting point. මොකද්ද cutting point? අන්න හරි. Roots කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Flower මේ plants එකේ roots තියෙන දන්නවනේ. Roots will go. හරි. What are the functions of the roots? Huh? Absorbing water, yes, one function. Huh? Photosynthesis. ඔයාදම answer කරන්න ඕනේ. Oh. Yeah. It's getting recorded. Okay, okay, fine. Okay. Roots kiyanne very simple. When the graph is drawn, the graph will cut the x-axis at two places. Those two values I call it as my simple. And don't think roots always need to be a whole number. -2 and +2. -1 and +1. +1. නෙමෙයි සමහර ඒවා question වල answers එනවා -1.2 and +2.3 also can come. Whole number වරේලුම් fraction the decimals වරේලුම් it depends on your shaking your hands. කොහොමද මෙතන ඉඳන්නේ? කොහමද යන්නේ? දෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මොන roots ඉගෙන කිව්වද? මම actual root එක ඉගෙන කිව්වේ. මොන roots වරම ඉගෙන කිව්වේ. So guys, that's what I'm saying. මේකයි මෙතන තියෙන point එකයි මෙතන තියෙන point එකයි connect කරගන්නකොට එක පාරටම ගන්න. හිමින් ගියා නම් ඔයා එහෙට මෙහෙට යනවා. අනිවාර්යෙන් යනවා හිමින් ගියා නම්. එක පාරටම ඇදලා දාන්න. So it's gonna be a little bit accurate. So what do you mean by roots? Roots are points which cut the x and y. x-axis only. x-axis එකේ දෙපැත්ත කප් කරන point එක තමයි I call it as what? Roots of the graph. All these notes are there in the tutor. ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. හරි. Now turn to page number 21. Now turn to page number 21 and just go through it. බලන්න මන් දීලා තියෙනවා. If the coefficient is positive, minimum graph, negative, maximum graph. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙන එක මම කියලා දෙන්නම්. ඒක තමයි මෙතන තියෙන්නේ vertical shift එකේ. Roots of the graph එක බලන්න. What are roots? The point where the graph cuts the x-axis is known as roots. I have pointed it out. In the next page you have examples. What are the roots of sorry. Podi printing mistake එකක් තියෙනවා එතන. First one, there is a printing mistake. What is the correct roots there? Is it -2 and +4? It is +2 and -2. Please cut that and write roots are -2 and +2. The second one is correct. Hare. Then lamai, listen to me carefully. Now we are coming into the one of the hardest parts. Point by point, the level is increased. The hardness level is increased. Hurry, lamai. Then if I say y equal minus x squared plus 4. Can I draw this graph? Yes. How can I draw this? I need to draw a table. I need to get all the values for x -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get few coordinates. Then only I need to draw the graph and get the answer. I can draw this graph roughly. මේ question එක බලලා මට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. What is the nature of the graph? It's a maximum or minimum? Surely the graph is going to move like this. Yes or no? Then මම roughly draw කරනවා. This is my rough diagram. How did I even draw this? Remember, x squared දෙක තියලා I can determine the nature. There is a single value here. That is what is the value where it is a turning point or what? Turning point. Now, why did I even use this turning point? කියලා වචනයක් මම use කරේම නැහැ. Turning point is another name for the value of the point that I said. Value කියලා කිව්වේ. එතන coordinate of the minimum point, maximum point කිව්වේ. This graph has a minimum point and maximum point. Maximum point. Turning point and maximum point of this graph is same. That means a point එකට තමයි I call it as what? Turning point. ඒ කිව්වේ does a minimum graph has a turning point? Yes, it has. எல்லாத்துக்கும் turning point இருக்கு. Minimum graph க்கு turning point க்கு இன்னொரு பேர் உண்டு இருக்கு. What is that name? Minimum graph க்கு for the turning point you have another name. What is that? Minimum point. Hey, minimum graph එකට minimum point තමයි turning point. Maximum graph එකට maximum point එක තමයි turning point එක. එතකොට මේක මෙතන තියෙන number එක තමයි I call it as what? The turning point or maximum point or anything. Now maximum graph නම් මේක maximum point. මේක minimum graph නම් මේක minimum point. So you need to be careful. Hari, බලන්න ළමයි. Now you are going to draw a rough diagram of this. Minus x squared plus 1. How can I draw this? What is the nature of the graph? මෙහෙම එන්න ඕන. හරි. What is the value here? Plus 1. I need to draw the graph for this. This is a minimum graph. Minimum graph, how it comes? Downwards. What is the value here? Minus 3. I call this as what point? And another name? Turning point. If they ask you what is the coordinate of the turning point? If they ask you what is the turning point? Minus 3. Turning point na minus 3. Coordinate of the turning point kiwa na 0, minus 3. Please keep this in your mind. Quadratic equation එකට මම පස්සේ එන්න. දැන් grade 10 එක ඉවර කරලා ඊට පස්සේ එන්න. හරිද? grade මේක grade 10 තාම grade 10 එක හරිද? හරි. Guys, look at the board. Lamai, look at the board. Now I'm going to teach you about the vertical shift of the graph. හොඳටම තේරුම් ගන්න. I'm having this. මේකේ මම කියනවා y equal minus x squared plus 2 is my graph. Now I'm asking you, what is the equation of the graph when this graph is shifted 2 units upwards? How did you say that? Now Now I'm trying to draw this graph. Is the maximum or minimum? Maximum graph. Plus 2. Now this graph is shifted 2 units upwards. Upwards කියන්නේ 2 ல இருந்து தூக்கி எங்க வைக்கிறேன்? 3 ல 3 ல இருந்து தூக்கி எங்க வைக்கிறேன்? 4 ல. 2 units upwards. Now my graph will look like the same. මෙතන plus 4 කියලා ඇති. Yes or no? Now this won't change. Only this person will change. What is the equation? Y equal minus x squared plus 4. Now if I shift this graph 1 unit downwards, what is the equation? 1 unit downwards plus 1. So what is the equation? Y equal minus x squared plus 1 is the equation. Hari, lamai. X squared plus 4. I'm shifting this graph 3 units downwards. Plus 6. 3 units downwards. 3 units downwards. Minus 1. Minus 1. Plus 1. Let's see. Minimum or maximum? Minimum. If PPD board it, don't put plus 4 here. එතන minus එන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට මේ graph එක මෙහෙම නෙමෙයි එන්නේ. This graph is coming like this. This is the minimum graph where it is turning in the maximum. Plus 4. Now this graph is shifted 3 units downwards in the sense 3, 2, 1. What is answer? Y equal x squared plus 1 is my answer. Minus 1 everybody. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 doesn't turn out. The answer is plus 1. 3 units downwards. Hurry. Now come to the question. Page number 22. Page number 22. Now I am saying that graph. Lamai, I have given that graph. I'm saying this point is minus 3. Can you guys fill that gap quickly? Box lo boti. Box fill pannon. Box fill pannon. Page number 22. Fill the box. Fill the box. Hurry. Enne. Hurry. Ingene ki sir senna. Ingene ikira value tane varumende. Hurry. Balanna. Ingene ikira value tane varumende. Y equal 4x squared minus box එකන්නේ තියෙන්නේ අන්න දැම්ම minus 3 කියලා දැම්මා. Minus into minus මෙතන plus වෙනවා. Plus වුණාම this graph is something else. Already the minus symbol is given. එතකොට ඇතුළට මොකද්ද දාන්නේ? 3 only. Already the minus is there. Minus 3 දාන්න එපා. 3. මෙතන 3 තමයි දාන්න ඕනේ. End of the day the value here should be this. වා මෙතන minus 3 දැම්මම නම් minus into minus is plus. Plus 3 වෙනවා. So this is a different graph. Now with the same knowledge, fill the next one. Okay, eka dennam man. 4 here. 4. Uda 4. Avana plus 4 varana appa nangane enna podunu. Nahari. Meka thamai hari වැදගත්. මෙතන ළමයි y equal minus 3x squared minus මෙතන මම නිකම් 4 දැම්ම නම් it is minus 4. හැබැයි මේක මට plus කරගන්න ඕනේ. මම මොකද දාන්නේ? minus 4 දැම්මොත් තමයි minus into minus plus වෙන්නේ. Don't confuse this. Actually this number here is the number here. මම question එකේ minus දීලා තියෙනවානේ. ඒ නිසා තමයි මේ change එක වෙන්නේ. මේක හොඳටම හිතේ තියාගන්න. හරි. Now try to answer the next question. Y equal 4x squared minus 4. This graph is shifted 2 units upwards. What is the new equation? 2 units upwards. Y equal 4x squared minus 4 එක minus 4 තියෙනවා. This is the minimum or maximum graph? Minimum graph. Minus 4 තියෙනවා. 2 units upwards. Minus 3 and උඩ මොකද්ද? Minus 2. So what is the answer? Minus 2 is the answer. Hurry. Next one. Y equal 2x squared plus 2. The graph is shifted 1 unit downwards. Write the new equation. This is a maximum graph or minimum graph? Maximum graph. Maximum the minimum. Maximum the minimum. Minimum. Hey. Are parabola the equation of parabola is wrong. Parabola is wrong there. Are equation එක බලන්නකෝ. equation එක මොකද්ද? minimum graph. හරි. minimum graph කොහොමද තියෙන්නේ? මෙහෙම ඇවිල්ලා උඩ තියෙන්නේ දැන්. උඩ තියෙනවා. දැන් +2. මේක +2. +2 වලින් 1 units downwards කියන්නේ +1. So what is the equation? Y equal 2x squared plus 1 is the printing mistake. Hurry. Online lemma, is it clear? Pamayo. Zainab. Musnad and Zainab. Sir. நாளை வரோம் நாளை சுஹைப் சார் இல்ல உங்களை தனியா ஹேண்டில் பண்ணேன் நாளை பேட்மிண்டன் இல்ல ஃபைனல் செமினார் இல்ல வேற யாராவது டீச்சரோட செய்வாங்க ஃபைனல் செமினார் அவங்களோட செமினார் இருக்கும் இதுதான் இப்படிதான் பேசுவீங்க இப்படிதான் பேசுவீங்க இன்னொரு 6 மாசத்துல நீ ரோட்ல கண்டான போறான் பைத்தியக்காரன் அரே அரே Hari, Lamai, look at the board. We are done with the theory. We are done with the theory. Now, we are going to practice questions. I'll leave the class today at 7 o'clock. Break na, mukut na, 7 o'clock. Pangan, Arino, Harida? Huh? Ipam, then 6 mani. Harida? என்னண்டா நான் பிரேக் தந்து அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க போயிட்டு ஹோட்டல்ல நல்லா தின்னுட்டு வந்து இங்க அங்கன ஒத்தம் தூங்குவான் இங்க எனக்கு ஒத்தம் கொட்டாவி விடுவான் தேவல்ல பாப்பா அல்லாண்டி இருக்கீங்க சரியா பானதர பேட்ச் until now I have done 3 classes ஒன்னாவது கிளாஸ் பிரேக் கொடுத்தேன் அர்த்தமா மைக் சுட்டிங் கேக்குது சரியா तो උඹලට බ්‍රේක් එකක් දුන්නා උඹලා මොකද්ද කරේ බොයිස්ලා ඔක්කොම ගියා ඊල්ලා ආවේ විනාඩි 45කට පස්සේ උත්තු වට සුතන සුතිනාලානේ හරිயா 45 நிமிஷத்துக்கு போறத வந்தாங்க சரியா 15 நிமிஷம் பிரேக் 40 நிமிஷத்துக்கு போறாரு அதோட பிரேக் ஹராம் பண்ணினதான் 4 ஹவர் கிளாஸ்ல சத்தம் இல்லாம உங்களுக்கும் அதே தான் இப்ப செய்யணும் சரியா 15 நிமிஷத்துல வாரீங்க வந்து நான் இங்க வந்து எல்லாத்தையும் எழுதிட்டு வரணும் வா வான்னு கூப்பிடுவோம் அட்டவாக கிட்ட பண்ணலாம் சரி Now you have already done this question. Now look at the board. We are going to discuss question and then only I'm going to teach you the grade 11 part. Guys, trust me. This is super easy. Super easy. Our theory ekai diyenne increasing decreasing nature of the graph. Harida මේ theory එක absorb කරගන්න පොඩි වෙලාවක් ගන්න. But if you absorb it ඒ වගේ මුකුත් නැහැ. grade those who are my theory students you have that short note එක තියෙනවා. graph එකේ note එක තියෙනවා one single page එකේ අපි color කරේ 4 colors ඒ note එක වැළුවා නම් වෙන මුකුත්ම නැහැ. So please do that. ආයිත් මම note එක දෙනවාද? So please look at this question very carefully. I'm going to discuss this question. Guys, look at the board. Don't disturb. I have no energy at all. Don't disturb. Huh? Hurry. Now you have drawn this graph. How this graph is looking? It was something like, give me the graph which you drew. Hurry. This was the graph that you drew. Where this point is 2, -5. And here it is cutting at the point, it's not correct, but I'm just writing the rough values 0.2 and here it is cutting 4.3 or 4.2. Ideal is 4.3. Sorry, 4.2 kila ganna 4.2 4.3. Sorry, look at the board. Lamai, look at the board. Now, if I ask you what are the roots of this graph? Roots of the graphs are what? The 2 points where the graph is cutting which axis? X axis. So, what are the values? Roots of the graph? Roots are 0.2 and this is sorry, this is minus 0.2 and this is plus. Make a minus 0.2 and 4.3. Minus 4 no minus 4. Let it be. Comma and then two values no and hard. Can I know what is your turning point? Turning point. Turning point. Turning point. Y value is what? Minus 5. Can I know what is your coordinate of turning point? 2 comma minus 5. Hurry. If this graph is shifted, a question එක මෙතන අහන්න. ඇයි මේක quadratic equation එක. So they doesn't ask the shift of this graph. ගොඩක් අහන්න. මෙතන අහන්නේ මොකන්ද? Nature of the graph. Now I'm going to teach you the nature of the graph. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Nature of the graph you have to do one thing. Graph එක මෙහෙම කිව්වා නම් you can separate the graph into 4 portions. One portion is this portion. The other portion is this portion. And the next one is this. And the next one is this. Hurry, Lama, look at the board. Now I'm saying equation of this graph is y equal x squared minus 4. Minus 4. Now always start off from your left hand side. Left hand side. When you're coming down, if my hand goes down, you should say decreasing. If it goes up, you should say increasing. I put an arrow to down. From here to here. Decreasing. From here to here. Increasing. From here to here. Above the x-axis, positive. That is also positive. Below the x-axis, this is negative. And this is also what? Negative. From this point to this point, I call it as the region of the graph where the graph is decreasing positively. Decreasing what? Positively. From where to where? From this point to this point. Once this graph crosses here, then area. Now this portion of the graph is decreasing negatively from here. From here to here, the graph is increasing negatively. From here to here, the graph is increasing positive. The main trick is what? Always start off from which hand side? Left hand side. Make decreasing, decreasing and pillar. Always the trick. This is not the theory. Make a trick. Theory theory is totally different. And theory teach theory teach end of the day the answer decreasing, decreasing, increasing, increasing. If it's a maximum graph, start off from which hand side? Increasing, increasing, decreasing, decreasing. above positive and positive, below negative and negative. From here to here, increasing negatively. From here to here, increasing positively. From here to here, decreasing positively. From here to here, decreasing negatively. දැන් මේක කම්බයින් කරන්න ඕනේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ grade 7 inequality knowledge එකත් එක්ක. inequality කියන්නේ අන්න crocodile mouth. This is what is the answer I was expecting. දැන් ආවා අපේ crocodile mouth එකට. Guys, look at the board. හරි. Now I'm gonna combine this trick with the crocodile mouth. I'll be doing two grade 7 questions. බලන්න. grade 7 නෙමෙයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ O level paper එකේ මේ question එක තියෙනවා. හරි. බලන්න. 0 1 2 3 -1 -2. If I draw a circle here and color this, how can I write the equation? X and -1. 0 1 2 3 is greater than -1 or less than -1? 0 1 2 3 is greater, no? I write what? X is greater than -1. 0 1 2 3. X is 3 here. 2 1 0 -1 -2 is less than 3 or greater than 3? I write less than 3. How can I write the equation? Double mark illa or single mark. Or x தான் வரும். ஆனா double crocodile mouth வரும். බලන්න ළමයි. What is the first number you have? -1. What is the second number you have? 2. In between that you write x. Now come to this. 1 0 -1. This is less than -2 or greater than -2? Less than -2. Then now do I write like this? -1. This side is greater than x or greater than -1 or less than -1? This is my මෙතන. This is the answer. Now how do I write? First of all, I write -3. Then I write 3. I write x. This side is greater than or less than? Less than. This side is greater than or less than? This is my මාතෝ. දෙංග මාතෝ. Greater and x is greater than -3. හරිදානේ? X is less than -3. Correct. Now here I'm saying the root of this graph is -2 and the root of the graph is +2. Now they are asking you, listen to me very carefully, one of the most important point. They are asking you, what is the interval, class interval? එහෙම තමයි අහන්නේ. What is the class interval? Class interval කියන්නේ මේක. This is what is class interval. Where this graph is decreasing negatively. Now, first of all, before everything, go and find out which region of the graph is decreasing negatively. Decreasing negatively. Decreasing negatively in the sense they are talking about this region of the graph. Yes or no? What is the x value at that position? -2. මෙහෙම ආවම මෙතනනේ stop වෙන්නේ. ඒකට උඩ what is the x value? 0. Now they are talking about this region. Now how can I write this as inequality? Just forget about the graph and think this as a number. -2 and 0. Yes or no? මට කොහමද ලියන්න පුළුවන් මේක? x මෙතන -2 මෙතන 0. This side is less than 0 or greater than 0? Less than 0. This side is greater than -2 or less than -2? This is my interval. Simple. ආයිත් එනවා තව question එකක්. I need the class interval where the graph is increasing negatively. Now find out where is the region increasing negatively. increasing negatively, increasing negatively, increasing negatively, increasing negatively. They are talking about which region? This region. What is the value? Plus 2. What is the value? 0. Right? I'm writing it here. 0. On this side I have 0, no? X, and that side I have 2. This side of the graph, I need this region, yes or no? This side of the graph is greater than 2 or less than 2? Less than 2. This side of the graph is greater than 0 or less than 0? This is my answer. Now if I ask you, what is the region where the graph is increasing positively? Increasing positively. This portion. Plus 2 is the value. Now don't go and try to take this value here. Do I have an end? I don't have an end. I have only one value. What is my inequality? That means they are talking about this region. After this, my graph never goes like this. No, graph එක යන්නේ මෙහෙම තමයි යන්නේ. මගේ graph එක මෙහෙම ආයිත් මේ පැත්තට එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ පැත්තට තමයි යන්නේ තවත්. එතකොට ළමයි, they are talking about this region. Do I have an end point? No. What is the end? Only point I have? X and 2, that portion is greater than 2 or less than 2? Greater than 2. This is my answer. If I ask you, what is the class interval where X is decreasing positively? Decreasing positively, this portion. Only I have one value. This side is less than -2 or greater than -2? X is less than -2 is my answer. Is it clear, guys? Yes. I wanted everyone to take your writing book. Theory is over. Whatever. You borrow questions like train avadegi. Question gepa. Theory mechara. Online lama, is it clear? I'll give you the break. I'll give you the break. Yes. Hurry, quickly draw this, guys. මෙතන -2 දාන්න, මෙතන +2 දාන්න, මෙතන 0 දාන්න, මෙතන -4 දාන්න. ඊට පස්සේ if you have 4 colors, please color it in 4 colors. Quickly. Roughly draw කරන්න. Yes, I'm going to give a note, Tom. Very important note. Take your writing book, quickly draw this. Hyper? Parabola way senjibola custom. It has the Z axis also. X and Y that is 3D graph. Not in your syllabus. A-levels le milla. Oh, kalapano. In the classes. Thursday online version. Aida, just now I saw your graph. You haven't named the graph, and you haven't extended the line. Antimata balan extend karla na. A mistakes dekha thiye, no? Okay, done. Done the. Hey. Ah. ஒரு ஜோக் காட்டுவோம் உங்களுக்கு ஜோக் ஒன்று காட்டுறோம். Hari. Now write, please name this as your first region, this as your second region, this as your third region, and this as your fourth region. And under the graph, write the notes which I am going to give. Write number 1, and in front of that write how do you achieve? You have no still right, never mind. Hari, region number 1, right? This region of the graph, 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 this region of the graph is decreasing positively, is decreasing positively, decreasing positively. In your graph, with your pencil, put this mark and draw an arrow like this. මේක line එකක් දාලා මෙතනින් distinguish කරලා මෙතන මෙහෙම arrow එකක් දාන්න. Now under the note මෙහෙම arrow එක දාලා මෙතන දෙක දාලා -2 දාලා ලියන්න x is less than -2. இந்த கிராஃப்ல இந்த துண்டை மட்டும் வரைஞ்சி එහෙම ඊතලයක් දාලා right x is less than -2. number 1 එකේ කියලා තන්ද නෝට් එකේ කියලා හරි. Now write second one. Number 2. මෙහෙම ඉරක් දාලා draw a line like that. මෙහෙම ඉරක් දාලා draw a line and then here just draw the graph, a part of the graph, draw a line and show that this is the part of that graph කියලා. නැත්තම් තව මාස දෙකකට පස්සේ ගත්තාම මොකොත් තේරෙන්නේ. This is first one. Second one, write the second one. I'm going to describe the second region. How would I start with this region? You can write in front of second one, you can write this region of the graph, this region of the graph is what? Decreasing negatively, right? Decreasing negatively. Ne. Decreasing negatively. Hari. ඊට පස්සේ මේ graph එකේ with another color pen එකෙන් මෙහෙම ඊතල් දෙකක් දාන්න. Show this and under the point number 2 draw like this and show. පොඩි arc එකක් වගේ දාලා මෙතන straight line එකක් දාලා දාන්න. This is 0 and this is -2 and write the inequality less than greater than. මේක ඉවර වුණාම එංග போவா එක්සෑම් වලක මේක බලාගෙන ගියා නම් ඇත්තද කියලා අහන්න. ඔව් ඇත්තටම ඇත්ත. මේක ඇති මොකටද? increasing decreasing question එකට විතරයි ඈ මේක දැන්. values විතරයි. mostly or 60% வருது chance. roots கேட்பாங்க, minimum value கேட்பாங்க, maximum கேட்பாங்க and square root கேட்பாங்க. square root கேக்குறே நான் உங்களுக்கு எப்படி solve பண்ண சொல்றேன். I quadratic equation there. Hari. Write third one. Write the third one. This region of the graph is what? Increasing negatively. Make it a note on why. If you see these two, you will understand the third one and the fourth one. Make a note on. And for the fourth one right now, put number 4 in front of that, right? This region of the graph is increasing positively. break තාර සුට්ටියම් 8 එකේ මුඩිය. Now the time is 6:25. Be back sharp at 6:35. 10 minutes break. Come. Only for your prayers. Quickly pray and come. Turn to page number 30. And do question number 1. That is the 2017 past paper question. Quickly. Question number 1. Sing. Turn. Question number 1. 2017 past paper question. Page number 30. Need to draw the graph itself. You are taking 10 minutes. Guys, if you are done, give me a thumbs up. I'm waiting for you. Antima question dekha very important. Fourth one and the fifth one. Huh? In 18. No. Early 10 നിമിഷത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ കേൾക്കാറ് 17 ആണ്. Seventeen and 17 table na see. 17 na see sen. What is happening? Time graph Aida, you're done. Zainab, Musnad, or you guys have some doubts in some of the questions? Yeah, Musnad, can you send me your answer? Aida, can you send me your answer in WhatsApp? 2017 question, page number 30. Shuhaib, you're cool. Adesi road in huh? நாளைக்கு என்ன லெசன் செய்யறது? Adesi road in the set class. வரையிலுமோ தெரியும் எனக்கு ஏலா அரோணும் கோ ஆயுத முஸ்னத் தாம எவனவனே Zainab, graph is drawn. Okay. Answers for the question. Yeah. Musnad, Aida, Tama, Nine, Kolla. Hurry, Lamai, look at the board. Oh, oh. Hey, come on. Stop. Enough. Stop, everyone, stop. I said stop, look at the board. Hurry. Now I need to find out the value when x is equals to how much? -2. Substitute y is equals to -2 whole thing square plus 4 into -2 minus 2. -2 whole thing square, what is the answer? What is the meaning of this? -2 into -2. 2 into 2 is what? 4. Minus into minus is what? Plus. So what is the answer? Plus 4. 4 into 2? 8. Minus into plus? Minus. And then I have -2. 8 minus 8. Sorry, 4 minus 8. -4. And -2. What is the answer? -6 is my answer. So here I'm writing -6. Now I'm going to plan the graph. They are asking me to do it taking 10 small divisions. A 2 boxes, 1 unit headed. Now I'm planning the graph. X, Y. When I compare X, what is the least number? -5. What is the greatest number? 1. When I compare Y, what is the least number? -6. What is the greatest number? 3. Now I need to draw the graph. Look at the board. This is my graph paper. Now I need to draw my y-axis. Y-axis depend on whom? X value. For X, I need to leave more room to the positive numbers or more room to the negative numbers. Negative numbers on this side or that side? This side. That means I need to draw my y-axis keeping more room to this. I draw my y-axis a little bit away from. This is my y-axis. Now I need to draw the x-axis. X-axis depends on whom? Y. Now guys, I need more room to the negative numbers or more room to the positive numbers? Negative numbers are below or above? Below. That means I draw the x-axis keeping little bit more room to the negative numbers. This is my x-axis. Hurry. Now mark your 0. Now mark the coordinates 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -4, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Then I'm taking what? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. Until again I'm drawing it. Now what is my first coordinate? -5, 3. Where is -5? Where is 3? Keep a dot, circle it. -4, 2. -4, 2. -2. Where is it? It's here. Put a dot, circle it. -3, -5. -3, -5. It is here. Put a dot, circle it. -2, -6. -2, -6. Put a dot, circle it. -1, -5. -1, -5. Put a dot, circle it. 0, 2. 0 in the sense I don't move anywhere. 2 is here. -2 is here. -2. 1, 3. 1 and 3. Now take your pen refill. Connect this. After that, try to connect this. Maybe it's crooked. My one is crooked. And then you need to write the equation y equal x squared plus 4x minus 2. Quickly draw the graph. Hari. Quickly. Coming into the question now only. Question suudu pudigida. Idaga borota hege. Idaga boro seyyathan kashtam. Now ma'am meka karama balana lamai meka karama අනිත් අවුරුද්දේ තියෙන questions ටික මාර ලේසි වෙනවා. அவர் என்னைய மாதிரி வாசிக்கிறார். வாசி. என்ன? வாப்பா ஆக்கிட்டீங்க இது. யார மவன் எடுத்தாலும் உடனே மவன் எடுத்தாலும். Hari, everyone. Drop your pens. Everyone drop your pens. Stop. Drawing the graph. Stop it. Now I'm going to discuss the Roman number 3, Roman number 4, and Roman number 5. These are going to be the most important 3 Roman numbers. 2017 is difficult. Why? Jack point la 3 கஷ்டமான question ஒரே questionல கேட்டீங்க. හරි. ඒගොල්ලන් කියනවා find the interval of x for which y is negative and decreasing. y කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? y කියන්නේ මොකද්ද මෙතන? මේ ටිකනේ. මේ ටික කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? the graph. එතකොට graph එක තමයි මේගොල්ලන් y කියලා කියන්නේ. Now they are asking where is the graph? It is decreasing, no? Decreasing negatively. I need to find out. Now wait. Before you go everywhere, imagine karaganna. Don't draw this in the graph paper. You are imagining. Huh? Now from where I can divide the graph into two equal portions by drawing a line here. No? Minus 2 valiman draw karana. This is what is the thing. Now I have 4 regions. What are my 4 regions? This is one region for me. This is the next region for me. The next region is this. And the other region is this. Now don't write anything on your graph paper. Imagine karaganna kiyala. I'm just drawing and showing it. Start off from your left. Decreasing, decreasing, increasing, increasing. Now don't jumble up. Jumble up panikolovana graph oremika axis of symmetry varanji pottu graph 4 pirithiki pirichiko. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Negative and negative. They are asking me which region? Decreasing and negative. Decreasing and negative. Where is that portion? This one, right? Yes. What I am doing? Make a mage point. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන ආවම 0 නෙමෙයි දැන් 0 එන්නේ නැහැ. මෙතන ආවම මෙතන ඉවර වෙන්නේ. ඒකට උඩ what is the value? -2. They are asking the inequality of this. Now I don't know what is the actual value which is cutting. මගේ graph එක perfect නැහැනේ. ඔයගොල්ලන් කියන්න මට මෙතන කොතනද cut කරන්න කියලා? -4.4, 4.5 I think. 4.4 is also correct. Dekak plus or minus. Now let's say in the marking scheme, guys, in the marking scheme the answer is -4.5 kila. If you write -4.4 -4.3, this is correct. If you write -4.6 -4.7, that is also correct. That means plus or minus 0.2 ka marks taruwa. But if you write 4.8, wrong. If you write 4.2, that is wrong. 4.5 correct, make a correct, but they can give you marks for this one. Hari, I have what value here? 4.5. What is the value here? -2. Answer for the Roman number 3. -4.5 x -2. This side of the graph is less than -2 or greater than -2? Less or greater? Less. Less kiyanne mehemada mehemada mehem. This side of the graph is greater than 4.5 or less than 4.5? Greater than -4.5. Your answer is this. Ita basse ahane ka upset. After that also mara upset. Metan upset penne mokadda? Aida answer ko answer mattum anupuringilla. Hari, look at the board now everyone. Lamai, stop. Everyone look at the board. Now they are asking you to write this equation of the graph in the format what? Y equals x plus a whole thing squared minus b, and they are asking you to find out what is a and what is b. Plus or minus? Minus. Hari. Then Lamai, listen to me very carefully. Matat minus. Kalang the past paper area. Original past paper. Original. Netu wangi abadi utlet samaran dewi. Ada? Eke balan graph eke. Mangi tani eterin dame copy paste kare ma. Ada itera hati ada itera first net timba oke. Mana matara I last year geranna bote. Minus ne? Hari minus. Sorry hari. Hari me question ne kya minus ne? Minus. Samara ita plus sadya diya. Samara ita minus sadya diya. Minus a matter. Okay, fine. Everyone look at the board. This equation is looking like what? What? She said completing square. She is correct. Completing square karanang mataka ida. ඔව් වන්දනක බව් වෙන කෙටි. හරිද? Okay. இவன் வந்து என்ன இந்த விண்டோஸ் எக்ஸ்பி நான் என்ன சென்னேன்டா கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு அப்புறம் தான் ப்ரொசஸ் ஆகும். ஹரி 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 நீ ஓத்து ஹரி. Guys, look at the board. Look at the board. Now, what is the equation I have? Y equal x squared plus 4x minus 2. Completing square කරන්නේ කොහමද? I take this x. I take half of this 2. I put plus and whole thing square. X squared x into 2 is 2x. 2x into 2 is plus 4x. 2 squared is what? To cancel this, I need to put minus 4. Then I have minus 2. Don't forget on this side I have y. Y is equals to quadratic equation like 0 y சரியா? X square root எல்லாம் போடுறது minus 4 minus 2. What is the value of a? A is equals to 2. 2 squared இல்ல இங்க squared வேற ஆயிக்கி a ட வேல்யூ தான் கேக்குறா. B minus b minus 6. What is the value of b? Is it 6 or minus 6? 6. Right? මෙතන මම minus 6 දැම්ම නම් මෙතන minus දැම්ම නම් minus into minus plus. Already I have a minus. Already I have a minus. So I need to put what? මෙතන plus තිබ්බ නම් you can say it is minus 6. Already you have that minus symbol. So you can say what? B is equals to your Roman number 4 is complete. Oh. In. Guys, listen to me very carefully. This is what is the most hardest part. Quadratic equation के completing square. Did you understand why I insist? Quadratic equation ने completing square. Why? Completing square will be useful for what? Graph. මේකමවා completing square වාන මෙනක equation method தான் லேசி என்ன எனக்கு equation போட்டு கண்டுபிடிக்கோல நாளே ஆயி. You can't find it also. හරිද? Fine. Now look at the board, guys. In the fifth question they are asking, find the positive root of the equation. What do you mean by root? Root is the point where the graph cuts the x-axis. I have two values. What is the first value? Minus 4.5. What is the value here? 0. I'll take 5. 0.5. 0.5. If you take 4 also correct. 0.3 is also correct. 0.6 is also correct. 0.7 is also correct. Hurry. 0.5. Now again read the question. What are my roots? No, what are my roots? Answer my question. Minus 4.5 and plus 0.5. What is my positive root? Positive roots are what? Fifth one. Positive root is 0.5. After that, see to the first decimal place and thereby find the approximate value for root 6. In the root 6 one. Listen to me carefully. Oh. Remember, this is a point I'm writing in red. At the point of roots, y is equals to 0. This is something you need to remember. I'll explain you. Root kya makadda? Where the graph cuts the x-axis. So no? At this point, what is the value of y? At this point, what is the value of y? இங்க ஒரு point வந்தாலும் x-axis එකේ point එකක් ආව නම් what is the value of y? 0. එතකොට at the point of root y is equals to 0, right? I substitute. I have the equation 0 is equals to x plus 2 whole thing squared minus 6. Bring 6 to the next side. Minus 6 comes next and it becomes x plus 2 whole thing square. Square root and square root. Now don't put plus or minus here. Quadratic equation plus or minus. Plus or minus. Daan depa cut karla that. Square root 6. I need to find out square root 6, right? Is equals to x plus 2. X kiyanne mokadda? Metana square root ekane. Root එක. Positive root is what? 0.5 plus 2. Answer is 2.5. Now again I'm explaining. Look at the board. This is how they will come. All the years. Balanna. Hammer year rekema. There will be 1 or 2 years they skip this question. Abai hammer අවුරුද්දේම මේ question එක අහනවා. හරි. Okay, fine. ළමයි. First of all, completing square කරලා මෙතන නවත්තනවා. නවත්තගෙන mostly they will ask what you know. A M B M තන්ද A ට B ට value එක ගේපන්. ඊළාට කෙනෙක් P and Q තන්ද පොට P and Q ට value එක ගේපන්. ඊළාට X and Y තන්ද පොට X and Y ට value එක ගේපන්. අද ஒரு question. After that what they will do? They will give you a root. Root 2, root 5, root 10. Find the value of root 10 කියලා. ඒකට ඔයා මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? මේක මතක නැතුවත් හරි කමන්නේ නැහැ. මෙතන හොයාගත්ත equation එක තියෙනවනේ. ඒකට y එකට 0 දාන්න. 0 දාලා මේ value එක මෙතනට අරන්. මේක -6 එක මෙතනට අරන් ආව මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? +6. On the other side what I have? X plus 2 whole thing squared. To get rid of this, I am putting square root to both sides. Square root and square get cancelled. Square root 6. What is remaining? X plus 2. Make among apply kare at which point? The root point. What is your positive root? Substitute that value for x. 0.5 plus 2. What is the answer? Say root. Root කැල තේරුන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. ඔයා මේක අනිත් පැත්තට ගත්තාම මොකද්ද? +6. මේ ස්ක්වයර්ඩ් එක රිමූව් කරන්න මම මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? ස්ක්වයර් රූට් කරන්න ඕනේ both sides. මේකයි කැපුණා. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන ස්ක්වයර් රූට් 6 තියෙනවා. x + 2 කියලා තියෙනවා. මගේ x එකේ වැලියු එක මොකද්ද? root. මම මේක apply කරන්නේ y = 0 එන්න point ල. y = 0 එන්න point ල. root ල. අප root කියන්නේ මෙතනනේ මේකනේ. positive root එක 0.5. Substitute kara 0.5 plus 2, answer is 2.5. This one. Yes. බලන්න ළමයි මේක අනිත් පැත්තට අරන් ගිහිල්ලා උඹට root කරලාට කියන answer mistake ආවි. හරිද? This is a superb question. ඔයාට verify කරගන්න පුළුවන්. අනිත් පැත්තට අරන් ගිහිල්ලා ඒගොල්ලන් අහන්නේ what is the value of root 10? You have put what I will say root 11 කියලා. Somewhere you have made a mistake. Okay. Aida, Musnad, Zainab, is it clear? Okay, Musnad, I'll explain you again. So to find out the answer for the Roman number 4, can we use the graph and write the answer right? Yes. Roman number 4. Yes. මෙහෙමනේ Zainab. ඔක්කොම මතක තියාගන්න බෑනේ. මතක තියාගන්න. There is another way of writing the answer for the Roman number 4. I didn't teach you that is grade 11. මම grade 11 ඔයගලට teach කරේ නෑ. ඇයි? ඒක මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ඔයාගේ මේ graph එකේ minimum point එක තමයි මෙතන එන්න ඕනේ, maximum point එක තමයි මෙතනට එන්න ඕනේ කියලා එක theory එකක් තියෙනවා. I didn't teach you because you guys are well enough to do this completing square method. Completing square method එකේ හදාගන්න පුළුවන්.
Sir.
Zainab, either way it is clear. Okay, Musnad, yes, Musnad.
-4 ආවේ කොහමද?
-4 ආවේ කොහමද? sorry. Completing square. ඉතින් තමයි කේකරින් Musnad. මේකනේ? sorry. Musnad, இது completing square. Quadratic equationல படிச்சீங்க. எப்படி completing square பண்றது? x எடுக்கிறேன். I take x here. I take half of this here. I don't even consider this. I'm making half parang. What I do, I square it. Perfect square it. What is the answer for this? X squared. X into 2 is 2x. 2x into 2 is 4x. 2 squared is what? 4. Now, either end use panni, either eliminan. But the answer for this is whole this. Now, plus 4 is additional for me. To cancel that plus 4, I put minus 4 and bring this minus 2 here. එතකොට මේ minus 4 එකයි මේ 4 එකයි කට් කරනවා. එතකොට මේ answer එක තිබෙන්නේ. Is it clear? Usnat, give me a thumbs up if it's clear. Yeah. Quickly copy this down. Okay, do 2020 question. 20. This the quadratic equation. Yeah, quadratic equation orale last week only here. Recording K kasen and K kalle. Recording ahaganna. I quadratic equation. I give area manakadon. Hey, recording K to paring any message on adding indegi. Message on adding recording at the paranga. 2 hours recording. Oh. La recording anu. Check. நீ செல்றீ தான போ.
Sir. Sir.
ඒක ඩිසයින් කරන්නේ මගේ යාළුවා. ඌ මට මෙසේජ් එකක් දැම්මා. නෑ. අල්ට්‍රා ලෙජන්ඩ්. නෑ. එයාගේ නෙමෙයි. එයා ලෙජන්ඩ්, මෙයා අල්ට්‍රා ලෙජන්ඩ්. నేను తరపు సార్ apa mana apa sebenarnya ini hah 2020 third question Guys, can you guys quickly send me the answers? Remember? Traffic varadu. Yes, yes. Start off from here. Muttani. Not from that side. Start off from here. Now this is going this way, no? கொஞ்சம் erase பண்ணுங்க. இங்க மட்டும் erase பண்ணி விட்டு இங்கனையும் தொடாதீங்க. Pra. Na pra. Adil Usman அப்புறம் வெத்தர்ல ஆசிப் அஸ்லம் வரங்க ஆசிப் அஸ்லம் அவனோட அண்ணனே கதை Aida, let's see. Question they're asking. Write the equation of the axis of symmetry. Hurry. Interval function is negative. Let's check that. Okay, let's check. Let's check. It's a superb question. This is also a superb question. ஜாதி வந்து ஏன் ஒரு graph ஒரு பிள்ளை ஒரு ஈக்குவேஷனோட பிள்ளை எங்க சரி உண்டு Hari. Guys, I'll be discussing this question. I'm leaving the class now. Hari. I'm discussing this question. In the next class में YouTube पे गए वंदाना like करना, share करना, comment करना. अर्धा So I'll be uploading the first VOD is out. First VOD is out. YouTube channel के दावा दे रहा हूँ. तेरी क्या बना YouTube channel तरंदे? अरे मंग group पे किधर मार? अद्वी group पे किधर मार? है ना? VOD first video VOD is out. Celebrity मंग हर दा subscribe करना नहीं आ रहे. So अरे so guys YouTube එකේ දාන්නේ උඹලට මේ මේව කරගන්න නෙමෙයි like share කරන්නත් නෙමෙයි උඹලන්ට මේ recording එක යවුවා නම් recording පාගතක செலால் කළා නම් நிறைய பேர் பாவிக்கிற YouTube அந்த பேக்கேஜ் தானே பாவிக்கிறே அப்ப பேக்கேஜ் பாவிச்சனா அந்த recording க்கு road ஆவறல அப்ப நிறைய பேர் අනුපරේ sir recording එකේ issue තියෙනවා කියලා යවනවා issue නෙමෙයි ඔයගොල්ලන් පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඇවිල්ලා YouTube package එක විතරයි so to make sure you guys low cost එකේ යන්න තමයි YouTube package එකේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා තමයි YouTube එකේ දාලා තියෙන්නේ. First VOD is out. I won't be doing the purple tute. Purple tute is for you. Purple tute එකේ first point එක මම teach කරලා තියෙනවා. Watch it and subscribe කරන්න කියන්නේ මට මේවා ටිකට නෙමෙයි මම වීඩියෝ එකක් දැම්ම නම් ඔයාලට notification එක එතකොට තමයි එන්නේ. හරිද? bell button එක click කරගන්න. හරිද? That's all for today. That's all for today, guys. Hope the today's session was fruitful. So do all the past paper questions and get ready for all the graph questions.